good evening and welcome everybody to RachandBella Crafts. It's Rachel here. I hope you are all well. You are joining me today for the 16th, which I'm hoping by the time you watch this it is the 16th of April. Not August, to be confused with that. And we are working on the Show Some Style Junk Journal 2023 collaboration. So by now you should have seen all of these amazing ladies here: Edith, Bella, Angela, Wendy and Gail. Oh my gosh, we had some of the most amazing YouTubers on board with us this week. It has been a fantastic kickoff to yet again another collaboration, and I can only thank you all so much for all your support that you have shown everybody, all the comments that you have left, and just all your kindness and your enthusiasm. It's been brilliant. It's lovely already to see you making the project and posting them in the Facebook groups. So please do carry on with that. Right, I am going to be doing today's project for you, so you don't have to look out for any other video today. It's this one here. It will be in the playlist. There is a playlist linked in the description box down below, and if you follow that playlist every day, I'm saving the collaborators to the playlist, so you'll be able to find them nice and easily. Okay, so what are we making today? Well, today we are going to be creating some paper bag pockets with a notebook and a hidden pocket and a bit of a flip. So we're going to take basically a paper bag and turn it into something really cool. Oh, and there's a pocket as well, you know, just chuck that in there, why not? So you will need 2 paper bags. Now, if you don't have paper bags, don't panic. You can actually do this using an envelope. So if you've just got these standard envelopes, you can do it with one of these as well. So, you know, adapt where you need to. I'm just going to use these because we went out last weekend. Other half bought some memorabilia as he does, and I clapped eyes on the bags and thought, ooh, they could make something fun. So I'm going to utilize those today. Now I am going to be showing you how to do this project in 2 different styles, because obviously if you're following the collaboration you understand that we are talking all about the different styles, and we're specifically focusing on the botanical, the vintage, the shabby chic and the steampunk styles. Now I'm going to be doing 2 styles again today. And yet again, I'm not going to tell you what I'm working on, just to make it a bit of fun for you guys, because I'm going to throw it out there and then you can win 2 kits this time, two of the kits that we're working on. Or if you've already got them, 2 others of your choice out of our shop. That's not a problem. All you got to do is comment down below on and say which 2 you think that I'm doing today. So I'm going to try and... I think I made it too easy for you last time. I'm going to try and make it a little bit harder today, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I was impressed I didn't slip up last time and tell you all either, so there was no cheating going on. Right, okay, so what you will need are bags or envelopes. You might want a bone folder, a pair of scissors. You're definitely going to want some ink, some distress oxide. If you don't have this, how else can you ink? I was going to say shoe polish, that's probably not very practical because you end up covered in it, but I know some ladies use brown or darker colour eyeshadow, which can be just as effective, but you definitely will want something like that today. Or even if you have got some coffee and tea mixture made up that you could perhaps dab your finger on, a little brush on and rub it along the ends of things, okay? So that's your first clue there. Right, you're also going to want, well, this is what I'm going to be working with. I'm going to be working with some small, I've printed out a couple of the papers from the kits. That's the botanical one there, that's the botanical one, and these are from the backgrounds kit. I'm also working with a couple of pages from the the family kit. I'm just chuckling away listening to people frightened to pronounce that, but there we go. I get it wrong every time I say it. I don't know why we worry. Anyway, I've printed them off half size because I'm going to be using these to collage onto the paper bags. So that's the first thing that we're going to be doing. I'm going to do that now, and then I will show you then the next bit. Now, the only thing that we're going to do before we start collaging, and I have got just a little mock journal page here to get the size. Now obviously it all depends on what size your paper bag is, because they all come in different shapes and sizes, but we need to be able to incorporate a little flip with this. So I'm going to just fold that in ready, and the flip will go behind, but I'm just doing it this way so that I can see. Let's just turn that over now, and then make sure that's nice and straight. Here we go. So that will then fit onto the page like so. So this is the kind of structure, and then it'll be stuck like that, and we'll be able to flip it in and out. So just do the same with this one. And just double check that fold is the same. So they should be there or thereabouts the same size. Yeah, that's fine. I think one's slightly taller than the other, but that's not a problem. They're not going on the same page. That's fine. So just make sure you've done that first. Now, the next thing you might want to do before you start collaging is to just run around the edge of your paper bag with some washi tape. Now, this will probably be covered up, or it's up to you whether or not you cover it up. But we're going to be popping something across the top of here, and I just want to make sure that that is protected and it's not going to tear, because obviously being a paper bag, they can be quite flimsy. So we're not taping it shut. We're literally going to just pop that over the top of the fold, and then I'm going to cut it down and then fold it down inside, just to kind of protect it from the flimsiness, because I don't want it tearing. There we go. So I'm just going to very, very carefully fold that over, and that'll just hopefully, because I tried folding over what I was folding over earlier on, and I didn't like how flimsy it felt, if that makes sense. So just carefully fold that down. Make sure you keep it nice and flat. But like I say, you're not going to see it, so don't worry what you put on there and if it's not straight or what have you. But it's just to protect that that top section there. So I'm just going to pop another bit on there. Try and make sure we go right to the edge there, right to the edge there. Why does that like a double? Gosh, look at that, I got double numbers on there. Oh, that doesn't even feel sticky. What's going on there? Oh, isn't it just like it? Bear with. Right, apologies for that, ladies and gents. I don't know why I seem to have a defunct washi tape that's just kind of, I don't know what's happened there. I'm going to have to find my way into that and show you the point. But there we go, it doesn't matter. Right, so I've managed to secure that. And I think what I'm going to do then with the bit at the back is I'm just going to fold that back like so. And then that should, because obviously these bits here are no good if we're going to be putting something in and out of that pocket there. Do you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So obviously leave it up a little bit so you can see that there's a lip there, but we don't want it to be like that. Otherwise that's going to get caught, isn't it, when we're popping things in and out. So just fold that down, get rid of that fluffy edge, and then we'll stick that down there then later. And like I say, there'll be something over the top of here anyway, so it'll all be fine in the end. Right, next job now, collaging. So I'm going to collage the front of these. This shouldn't take too long. Doesn't need to be too neat. If you want to do it in, you know, a torn style, that's fine. I'm looking around me. I may have a go with my tearing ruler actually and just see how we get on with that a second. Obviously trying not to give away the game. And then I'm going to pop that there like so. I was so relieved to find this ruler the other day. I don't know what happened to it. I think I cut it out actually. I was doing a video the other day and I was trying to give you guys dimensions in English, and then in inches rather. And I couldn't find the blinking ruler. It is hidden away underneath all of the paper that's on my desk. As always, there we are, just ink that well now. This is going to need to be inked to fit the theme. Obviously not giving away the game. Right, there we go. I haven't trimmed that straight there, have I? Probably not. Right, okay. Let's sort that out in a bit. Right, and then I'm just going to add another bit there. It's something slightly different. What else have we got here? Right, I'm going to pop a bit of music paper on there as well. What am I looking for? Ink. Where's the ink? Here we go. It's not ink, glue I'm looking for. So let's just pop a tad. glue. Don't do this to me now. Yay, here we go. And we're off. It's the Grand National today, guys. Always an interesting day. Or not, as the case may be. Right, and let's pop that up here. There we go. And that down there. And then we will pop this down over the top of that like that. Oops. There we go. I know I'm the world's messiest gluer, but there we go. As long as it sticks, that's the main thing, isn't it? As long as it sticks, eh? There we are. I'm loving having this glitter glue again because the other stuff's good, but my golly, this stuff grips quick. There we are. Right, okay, so that's most of that collage. I'm not going to go too mental on there. And then this one here, I'm going to use, where are they? Got a little bit of that one on there. I'm going to pop a bit of that. So let's just quickly tear this down a bit. Itchy chin. There we go. And then a bit of ink on the edge of there. Just tear that down there. And ink, 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 ink. Marvellous. Just down that side there. There we are. And then I think we'll have this then on that side. And I'm quite tempted actually to just, oh, actually, I wonder if I might do it that way. That might be better, mightn't it? Yes, let's do it that way. Right. How far out does that come? Okay, let's go. One. And then across the bottom. I find sometimes it's easier to tear one way than it is another with paper. Funny, isn't it? Right, let's just get rid of those white edges. I really don't want any of that. There we go. Okay, and let's stick this one down first. Oh, turn that round. So, God, I don't go stick them on the wrong side, do we? That would be just like it in my haste. Quite a few elements of this, you see, and I want to make sure that I get to show you all of the different bits that we're going to do. Right, so pop that down there like so. Excellent. And then, oh, I tore that the wrong way. I should have torn the bottom of the top. That was silly, missus. Right, let's put that there, I think, because I'm not going to see that there anyway, so all will be revealed now. But we're going to have to do the back bit first. Let's pop that on there a minute. There we go. Right, turning it over now. Oh, I wonder what that was then. Right, let's just glue that. God, it feels heavy already. Let's just glue this little flat bit down now. There we go. On that side. And then one on that side. Let's just glue that bit there. Right, now bearing in mind that's going to be the folded bit. Now on the back I'm going to put a little pocket. Where are they? Here we go. Now I've got these are out of the botanical kit, and I use these I had these cutouts ready. Mine are a little more, that's on white. That's been printed out onto like yellowish card or cream card, so just so you can see the difference there in the tone. But I specifically want the ones that are on card, so I'm going to have that one there and that one there. I'm just going to quickly ink around the edge, because I spotted those then in my ephemera holder and thought, they will be perfect for my pockets on the back. Just because they're blank really, so I'm not giving any game away here. I'm just using them because they're blank and they will make perfect pockets on the back. So yeah, just make sure I got that the right way up now. Right, so that one is going to go here, but I would like to stitch around them first. I am just wondering, I might actually put a little bit of collage underneath there, because it looks a bit bland, doesn't it? So can't have that. No. So let's use up what we've got left. That is that one there now, isn't it? Yeah. So I think I'm going to pop that under there like so. Let's just tear that at the edge there. It's got a nice straight edge. There we are. Bit of glue. I'm hoping by doing them side by side, it's kind of reinforcing what it is that I'm doing, because just to remember the steps. So by doing it once and then watching me do it a second time, I'm hoping that it'll kind of help. I will put bookmarks in this, the chapters in the video, so you can, you know, go back or what have you. This one here, I wonder if that's long enough. Oh, look at that, that's perfect. Right, how big is that pocket there? I wonder actually that might be better. That tone. No, let's just go with it short at the bottom. Right, so let's just take a bit off. There we go. And a bit of ink. Well, a lot of ink actually on this one. Not that that's giving away any clues. Well, actually that is a big clue. Using a lot of ink on this one. There we go. And then glue, glue, glue. There we go. Not everybody got it right last time, mind guessing those things, so the themes. So don't just read somebody else's comment and then the thing. Make sure you put what you think, because you might surprise yourself. But yeah, not everybody got it right, so it obviously wasn't that obvious either, or I just didn't do a very good job of it. Because it probably should have been more obvious really, shouldn't it? Yeah, I think so. Right. Okay. I should have set my timer before I started doing that, shouldn't I? Right, there we go. And then have I got one last bit there? I wonder if I can use this bit here. Just to add a kind of script there. Just to make it a bit more interesting. There we go. I'll just pop that there like that. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Glue. I keep losing my glue underneath the thing. There we go. Right. Okay, pockets on the back. I'm just going to quickly go and stitch around these. But I am just wondering if I mightn't. I really want to age this up a bit. Perhaps I'll put the pocket that way, because it's bugging me. Yeah, let's do it that way. Okay, work with what you've got, eh? Right, sync this up. Ink this. Moo. Be a good place to start Missy Moo, wouldn't it? There we are, we'll pop that in there like that. Oh, I've done the wrong one now. Silly Billy. Okay. Muppet impression, sorry. Right, there we are, that's better. Okay, right, put a little bit of glue in the middle to hold her in place, and then I'm going to go and stitch around that in a second. And then that pocket then is going to go on there like so. And then you can tuck stuff in there. I'm going to stitch around there. So that's that one there. Oh, put that stuck down there then. And then this one, where's the, there we go. I would like this in the middle of that. Let's see if I can get that out of there. Get rid of the white. Okay, and then I'm thinking I may use, oh there they are. So see where they've gone. One of these. Go. Very nice. And for this one here, I'm going to use one of my labels. Let's have a look what we got here. What do they say? The family home, winter home, summer home. Shouldn't take no these apart, should I? Coil. Let's put that one on there. There we go. Oh, you have to wait that dry now. Nicky knocky new. Didn't mean to glue all that in there then. Right. Okay. Let's pop. Oops. Pop all that back in my little notebook so they don't go missing. I'm going to tell you what else I might put down here is a ticket. I might use this one. So that one there, I think. Put the notch in. I'd rather take the notch out. Pop that by there. There we go. Off to Barry for the day they are. Lovely. Right, let me go and do some stitching. Okie dokie, so stitching done. I've added a little bit of washi at the top of each of these. I'm just going to stick these pockets down now onto the back of my bags, making sure there's plenty of glue on there. There we go. One there. And one there. There we are. So lots of space there now. Popping in ephemera. And then on the back one to look at the front. And then let's pop that one on there. There we go. Obviously you can pop your pockets in any position that you like. Maybe a bit of a mess of that then, Rach. Just straighten that up a second. There we go. glue everywhere. I'm going to wash with the stuff here, I am. Okay, a gripping experience that was. Right, okay, there we are. So we've got pocket on the back, collaging done there, and collaging done there. Now, for the last part, what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you really quickly. I've already made one. I'm just going to show you how I made the other one. But we are going to be making little flip up notebooks to go on the front of the pocket with a little flap like so that will then tuck over the top. You see now what I mean about why I wanted to reinforce the top of the paper bag. So bear in mind that will be folded underneath there like that, and then this will be stuck on the inside at the top of the bag, and then we have an instant little flippy book like so, and then you turn it over and you'll have a lovely pocket on the back as well. And I think we're just going to have to do something with that in a second. I'm going to have to collage over that because that's annoying me a bit. But yeah, so I'm going to show you really quickly how I made that. And obviously you can make these to fit your style or theme. Let's just move that out of the way a minute. So here are my papers, which I did just knock all out of the way. So I've got a nice little selection of different things here. Right, okay. First thing I did was to take a scrap piece of paper. I have folded the front edge over here just to give me a nice smooth finish here. That's the bit that's going to be on the outside, and then on the back bit, so this is the bit that's going to go on the inside, I folded up quite a way. All right, I haven't glued any of it. I've literally stitched around the three sides, and I have inked well, so I've gone all around basically everything that is going to be on show, and I've also made sure that I have done here as well. Now the next thing I did then was to take a stack of papers. Now the papers I am going to now arrange because obviously I would like them, and this is where you need to have your paper bag and everything needs to be like in position so you can work out your sizes and your heights. So that's the back one there, but you want that to be lower than the ones at the front. So I've got a graph paper here. I'm going to try and get this to come down now as far as I can whilst still being attached. There we go. And then that one there. Put that all the way across there maybe. This is the most fiddly bit, and I wish, to be honest with you, that when I had done the first one, it was a bit of a nightmare. I wish I had just used a little bit of washi tape as I'd gone along and just perhaps secured the pages in place as I did it, because once you stitch it all from the top, it's fine, but I did keep knocking them and it was a bit of a faff then when I go over to the sewing machine. So this time I am going to just hold them in place like that, and perhaps until I get there, do that too. There we go. Right, just makes life a little bit easier when you're trying to get back and forth. Oh, hang on a minute. No, that's why I didn't do the top. Okay. I'll just perhaps stick it to the back there. Okay, and then that layer there, which we're going to take up a little bit higher, because of course the idea is it's a bit like a waterfall effect. You're going to want to see, and then I've popped that there, which is just a bit of old ephemera. And then to finish then, and this is literally to finish, I'm going to pop a bit of old ephemera there. I'm going to pop an old ticket here. And then another one, and this one here, I don't know if any of you have noticed, this is out of the Welsh ephemera kit. Can any of you see the name that is on that ticket? I hope that's in focus for you now. Let me just pop that in focus there. That name there, Lan Fe Pylchwyn blah 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 blah, Lantysilio Gogogoch, is actually the longest place name in Wales, and that is famous worldwide. I actually cannot say the whole thing. My kids can say the whole thing, but I didn't go to school. Well, we didn't speak Welsh in school when I went to school. I'm that old. And they brought it in since, and obviously it became a thing then, as it does. Like when I was a kid, anyone who could say what's that thing that she says on Mary Poppins? Oh my goodness, I can't even think what it is now. Oh, whatever, it'll come to me in a minute. But that, we used to say that, didn't we? Well, in Wales now, children say this. But the only bit I could say from when I was a kid was Lantysilio Cogo Goch, because that's the only bit that our dad could say. So there we are. So that's going to go on there. All that completely unrelated, obviously, to what we're making. And I'm going to take this now over to my sewing machine and very, very carefully, without moving any of this, I could do with now a little bit more. Come on, don't fail me now. Washi tape. I got it. I got it. Just hold it in place. Because I know when I get up, there we are. Right. So if I can take that there now and pop that there, that should keep all of those in place now, because obviously I've got to lift this whole thing now and take it out from the bag. Oh, look at that. There we are, look. Now, bear in mind, when you stitch this now, lift the back flap up. Not stitch in the back to that, okay? Because we've got to stick that in there after. So I'm going to go over to my machine now and I'm just going to literally stitch down there through there. I'll be back now. There we are. And I've got to be honest, that was much easier with the washi holding all that in place. Oops. But there we go. How cool does that look? And then you've got a lovely little flippy notebook to write in. And it's on brand. It's got the right style. So, last but not least, we need to just tuck that under there now. We're going to glue carefully. It's the tricky bit now. This is where we don't want to get a mess everywhere. I just hope this works. There's nothing like making a mess of it all on camera. Right, just slide that in now. Fold it down, tuck it to the very edge, and then press. And all that lovely gooiness should be going on the inside of that bag. Now, just at this point, if I were you, I would just run your hand inside of that bag and just make sure you haven't got seepage. There we are. Oh, that was pretty. And then we should have, yay! That's a bit annoying. We're going to have to put something on the inside of that, aren't we? Right, tuck that over there. Now just make sure that's not going to catch, because it only needs to be the size of the back of your thing. So, and that's the other thing, so I'll make sure it's short enough, because we don't really want it on view, do we? No. No, we do not. And I'm sure Faith, who is watching from North Wales, will be laughing at my attempt to read, because I don't think she's far from me. Well, she's certainly nearer there than I am. I actually drove through there last year when we went to Ireland, because we drove up through North Wales. Well, we drove up through Wales, I should say, all the way up to North Wales, and then caught the ferry over to from Holyhead over to Dublin, which was lovely. Lovely. There we are. So we glue that on there now. And then that'll cover over all that unnecessary on there. And hopefully we'll still be able to flip our flippy notebook about. Now you could, of course, washi across the back of here. I hadn't really thought it through, so, you know, just watch that there now. Make sure that folds properly. There we go. Yes, yes. Let's pull it up a tad. Just so it's not catching. There we are. You can see you can always go over the join there with a bit of washi, but I think that's marvellous. Now, put a thing across there. Excellent. Let's stick this one down. So there we are. I've stuck that one down now, and I've popped something across the back there. So that's all in place, and we've got our lovely flippy notebook on the front of that. So that is our completed this one. And obviously on the page then you can fill it then full of different bits and pieces of ephemera in your style or theme of your journal. And then when you attach it to the page, what you might like to do then is to maybe, I don't know, take the opportunity perhaps to then collage on top. So obviously I haven't trimmed this down, but you could then perhaps pop something on top of it, you see, and then capture it like that in the page. But it is a good weight, so obviously whatever you do pop down, make sure that it's secured tightly onto the page, because it is quite weighty. I think it's marvellous. And then of course you've got your large tags in there, and then we've got this one here then, and we've got our lovely tags in there, looking great. We've got our lovely flippy, what have you there, and then on the back again, like I say, this will flip out, and then we can fill it in full of beautiful gorgeous ephemera. Again, we'll be on along the right subject of what we're doing, and it'll fit our style and theme, and marvellous. Fill it up to your heart's content then, but you can get quite a lot in there. And again, because it's a bag pocket, you can fill that really well with ephemera too. So there we are. That is our 2 style paper bag notebooks. Paper bag notebook pockets, I think we would call those. Yes, I like that. Paper bag notebook pockets. I may have slipped up once or twice tonight, I am not sure. But if you can guess the styles that I have worked with this evening, please pop them in a comment below, and I will pick somebody in my next video. It won't be a collaboration video, it'll just be my next normal video, and I will draw your name out of the hat, and you can have the opportunity to win 2 of my kits. So there we are, everybody. Go and have a go. See what you can make. Like I said, if you don't have the brown paper bag, you can use an envelope, but by all means share, use the hashtag and share with us what you're making. The hashtag is #ShowSomeStyleJJ23. So if you pop that on, and then we pick up then what you're doing and what you're sharing. But thank you so much for joining me for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you wouldn't mind leaving me a like, and like I say, don't forget to comment on the style I've used, and I hope you will join me in the future for some more of my videos. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening, and I'll be back with you very soon. Take care now. Bye bye.